I just want to apologise in advance that the focus on my camera keeps going in and out, which I'll sort out for next week's podcast. But trust me, this one's a good one. So see you there. Oh, you're looking mighty handsome today in your Serenium hoodie.
Very, very fresh indeed.
Ooh, baby. We're branded now. When we go to networking events as well, they can see Niven twins.
Yes, sir. So I won't even speak. This is a microphone.
It's funny though, although on screen, I wonder if the mics just get completely eaten by the black hoodie.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Let's do it.
So, again, big week, mate. We have done a heck of a lot of niche research in Canada.
We have indeed. We have indeed. It's been a long week of just a lot of research. A lot of looking into the market, looking into the niches. Yeah, it's been a long, mentally draining week, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of networking, a lot of research. I think one thing we've learned is maybe try and don't do back-to-back meetings.
Yeah, we did. Maybe we can go on to that day of meetings. That was a good lesson because that wiped us out.
That wiped me out for like a day.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering.
It's your social battery being drained because, introverted Robbie.
Yeah, it's true.
But niche research, so it's gone super well. If anything, there's a recurring theme at the moment that I just think Canada is super underserved in many different niches. And now really what it is what is not the lowest hanging fruit, but what is going to be the best thing with good margins that we can kind of focus on. So we're yet to decide that specific niche.
Yeah.
There are quite a few to choose from.
There is. I mean, realistically, there's probably 50. You could probably pick any from list from about 15, but we've narrowed it down to like 4 or 5. You probably just go that one and you'll probably make it work. I think one thing that we've established is that Canada is quite far behind on adapting lots of things. And specifically in like small towns and smaller places, this will be probably all over the world. But we're definitely finding here is businesses scale on referrals rather than having a foundation of the pillars of marketing, the socials, the ads, the SEO, and things like that. So then being able to come in if they've already got good margins, good revenue, and then you can add the layers on top, the other pillars of marketing.
Yeah.
Gonna be some great wins.
I think at least just a base layer of minimum revenue is $500,000. That's probably where we need to start. And then it's just having those businesses that are in a good place. But interestingly, we're kind of thinking of a few different niches, and maybe the universe has given us a nice flow of where to go, because we went to a networking event more recently, and some of the people that we met are one or two maybe in that niche. And then we had some really good conversations. There were some guys from the real estate. There was some from somebody like soap sculpting. But there were some really interesting guys. Especially we met some roofers.
Yeah, and which is one of the potential niches that we're looking to. I was gonna say infiltrate. Infiltrate is the word, but get in there, and yeah, that's one of the markers we're looking at. And the fact that we met some guys from that niche was great.
Yeah, really, really cool guys. And it kind of showed me, well, we did the research off the back of that. Okay, maybe this is a market that really, as well, can use a good opportunity to have some solid foundations. There are like one or two, I'd say, players that are doing really well from having the socials done, having the ads done, having the SEO on point, having the Google ads there, having all those pillars that you need to have all the lead warm up. But then obviously the edge that we bring as well is we have our AI that could auto qualify.
Or well, there's 2 prongs for that AI. Is one, we can do the speed to lead on the back end of when someone fills in a form, and 2, we can build anything, some fully custom coded apps. We can build whatever we want, lead magnets, calculators, tools. So it just makes just gives us such an advantage that we can run the ads, or create some amazing lead magnets, get them to fill the ads in, and then they have the SMS on the back end. So the whole journey of when someone comes first, fills in a form, all the way through, it's just a nice flow.
Yeah, I think it's nice that we've got this AI layer that sets us apart. And looking at the different agencies that are around here, because we've done both sides of the research. We've had a look at what does it look like from a consumer point of view, so the actual business that would benefit from ads on social media. And the other side of it, what are the current agencies around here doing? And we've got this lovely edge that we can come in with. And I definitely feel we are new kids on the block. That was the energy, because we then go for a meeting with these roofers, really nice guys, and I could definitely see that we're coming in with all this energy, like, oh, there's an opportunity here, there's an opportunity here, there's an opportunity here. Look at your 10 competitors. Look what they're doing and what you could do.
Yeah.
I think that I could feel the energy in the room, that they definitely can see there's opportunity as well as we can.
Yes, yeah, I definitely think so. Yeah, and they're doing well. They're well already. So they'd be a great potential client to take on. Yeah, let's see what happens.
One of the really cool things is we've come away, we've had that meeting, and then we've thought, what is the market actually doing, and what can we build that would even benefit this further? And I come downstairs, and you're already like deep in this hole, making it, and you're like, what do you think of this? And then there's just this tool,
And there's just this tool.
this tool, the estimates calculator. So I sent you a tool that essentially said, do an estimate, and what it does is you put in your address, it will then take a satellite image of where you live, and it will estimate the roof in squared meters, and then you can get an estimate of how much that would cost to do your roof.
Yeah, that's it.
Why are you not as thrilled about this as I am?
I just know that I can build that thing. Honestly, to be fair, it was great how excited you were. Yeah, it's a good tool. It's 100% a good tool, and it's hopefully should do well. And we can build those tools whatever niche we go, and that's a good thing. Whatever niche we go in, if it is the roofers, if it is HVAC, if it is dentists, there's so many good tools that we can build for a landing page.
Yeah,
Or
well,
for a lead magnet.
I can feel that the excitement is just so there for me, because I can just see, like, marketing and ads is where I shine. So
Sure.
I've seen
Yeah.
there's this solution that's been created, and I know that that's going to help the market, and I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to go through an example,
Sure.
and I'll put it on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
because the audience should be able to see how great this tool is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Well, yeah, the one thing that you specifically learn about coming to Canada is the roofing is different here than the UK. In the UK, you have a roof, you change your roof every 50 years.
Yeah.
Here, it's every 10 to 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's obviously the houses are just made so different here. So it's such different industry here, isn't it?
Well, so I'm going to pull up my phone, and I'm going to go through the calculator, because I'm super impressed with it, and I want to share it with the world, because I
Yeah.
think it's awesome.
I think from a marketing angle, it is great. I think it's something that I build. Yeah, it's good. But as a marketing angle, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So here, just go grab my name, Adam Prioletti, pop in an email, have my band media one. We'll then pop in, but for random number, it doesn't really matter at this point. And then we'll just pop in 1 Sunset Heights. Why not? 1 Sunset Heights in Cochrane. There we are, done. And then we get your free estimate. Now you click on the button, and then it finds your roof, and you can just tap anywhere. If it's that roof, it's that one, it's that one, it's that one. I'll click here because that's my roof. And go press continue, and then you get this box come up, and you can drag and drop these pins to put it around the actual roof. So you can see here, like that. This one over in the top right corner, grab it, put it down here. This one over there, cool. And then maybe this one, just pull that in a little bit. Roughly 1,500 square feet, might be a bit larger, might be a bit smaller, but get my estimate. Bam, look at that. For my roof, it would be nearly 7.6 to 9.8. And if for any reason you think it's less or more than that, you can change the slider and go up and down. And then you've also got this opportunity to choose what type of shingle you'd want. So you can have this package, the gold package, the diamond package, and it gives you more info about the assessment, just explaining what type of roof it is, the shingle design. Then you can book the free call and book your inspection.
Yeah.
That is a lead magnet if I've ever seen one.
It's pretty good. Yeah, in terms of marketing angles, what it does, it just opens up so many angles that we can build any tool like this. That's why I can see your excitement. For my angle, I see I'm just the builder and the coder where, yeah, they're cool tools, but when you implement the tools with good ad copy, showed to the right people, it's a game changer.
Oh, mate, I can sell these tools. I can get in front of that camera, make an ad, and bang.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be amazing for the actual like clients that we get.
100%. Well, like we said before, whichever niche we actually do dive into, we can go in there with a selection of tools and calculators that we can just use for lead magnets and just deploy them at different parts of the funnel,
Mhm.
which other marketing agencies just don't have. They build
100%.
landing pages, they build lead forms, they don't build tools like this.
Yes, 100%. I'm excited for it.
Very good, very nice.
Great news as well. Website is done.
Website is so first stage review is being done right now. Just
Yeah.
send it over to them. So that should be hopefully launched and pushed within the next week or so, depending on how long they take the feedback takes. So that's done.
Oh,
Just finalising some SEO implementation and doing a few bits on that and adding the URL and stuff. So yeah, basically done. That's on to the next.
it's just it's so casual. Yeah, this project is done. Now it's just on to the next one. I'm like, I love this stuff. I love that. Like we're moving, we're shaking.
Yeah.
This is getting done. We're moving
Yeah.
forward with it, and then we're on to the next project.
Well, that's the thing. We need to keep this momentum. Every week needs to be driving forward just to get to our monthly goals, to get to our yearly goals. It's every day you wake up and think, wow, what progress are we going to make today? And, you know, we grind every day, we push every day, you know, so.
One of the things like I like that you said the other day, and which I think that we're living by right now is, did I do my best today?
Yeah.
If I didn't, what do I need to do tomorrow to make it better?
Yeah. Well, there's only one person who truly knows if you tried your best. It's okay getting other people to say, oh, you're doing well, you're doing good, but that's on their standards.
Mm.
Your standards may be different than someone else's standards. So you only truly know if you have put your best in when you're brushing your teeth at night before bed. Do you know what I mean?
Deep wise.
But yeah, you look into the mirror, look at yourself and go, did I do my best today? Did I do enough to drive progress to one, myself and to my business?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, but what I love about the dynamic with us is if we know if something has to get done, we'll get it done. Like there's some nights we'll wake up in the morning and you're like, oh mate, I stayed up till like 2 o'clock last night. I'm feeling a bit woof.
That's working, by the way, not out drinking.
Yeah, of course. But then there's the nights where like suddenly I can't sleep because I've got this, especially after like that tool was built, and I'm like,
Yeah.
see
Well,
it.
yeah, you were shooting to the gym and I was deep into building that tool. Hey, like, I'm going to the gym and I can't leave. I was like, I mean, I'm building this now. And that was like 9:30. And then you're just ecstatic about the tool, which is great.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. And
I'm
then
super
I knew you'd be happy though. I didn't expect you to be as excited as that. And then, yeah. And then I finished that for that night and went to bed at like, I don't know, 12 or something. And then you were up till 3 o'clock.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
I just could see how we can be super successful, not only in that niche, but in other niches.
Yeah.
So I just got this stuff done till 3 a.m. in the morning. And it was all about the niche research, making sure that I had everything covered for when we start to launch ads in that niche, so that I knew the ideal clients' pain points, everything, the messaging that we could do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm super ready for that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then next morning, I was again 7:30. I woke up and I was ready. I was like, nah, I'm carrying on. I'm getting this done, and I want this to be amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. And then what did I started building another tool yesterday for a different angle, for more of how much. So obviously there's different parts of the funnel for different wanting a roof. There's someone who's having leaks, having issues, someone who's got hail damage, because out here, probably don't really have it in the UK, but you get massive ice balls that just drop out of the sky and just smash cars and break roofs. And there's obviously just general maintenance every 10 to 20 years. Roofs generally need to be changed here. So just trying a different angle of, does it cost you more money to not get your roof done? What if you're on year 18, you're starting to get in a few minor details that needs to be fixed, but then you go through to winter and then you may need to get an emergency call out and then things like that. So just work on a different part of the funnel, different part of awareness of, actually, is it costing you more money to not change it? So just trying to play around with some new angles now and build up some cool tools.
This is like the seated heats thing.
It is indeed. By the way, Adam's heated seats, they don't work. So if you want a warm ass, don't go in Adam's new car.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
I'll give you a lift if you want a warm bum.
We've already kind of highlighted at the start. New hoodies in tow.
Fresh
fresh new hoodies.
Yours is looking pretty clean for once.
Yeah, I'm such a busy boy, so I'm not surprised that we've already said these need washing anyway.
I
So
think you might need to wash them daily.
yeah, me and you are terrible.
Yeah, we're not great.
Like it was, yeah, I thought I was a mucky pup, but
I mean, I would say you're still slightly worse than me. Yeah. We could ask Nick. Yeah, Nick could have the final say.
Nick could be the final judgment. So we've continued the networking. So we've met some more people, but we actually met up with one of them for a coffee.
We did. We
Mhm.
did. Yeah.
So we met a guy called James, videographer in town, just set up his business. He said that essentially he worked with Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and he tells the origin story of these brands and the different things they do. So he's kind of in like this same grounds that we are, where, I mean, he's 10 years younger,
Yeah. Yeah. Smart dude.
very smart dude. And he's being mentored by, ironically, Ron.
By Ron.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's how we've had that connection. But I said to Ron, I was like, I see why you chose to mentor him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so switched on. If I was like that at 25,
Mm-hmm.
think where I'd be now at 35.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice dude. Just figuring out where he is and what he's doing in terms of his go-to-market strategy and who he's basically doing similar to what he is. What's his ICP? Who's he trying to actually? Who does he want to work with? I think he's just figuring a few things like that out. Kind of the same we are, but obviously we're just storming through it. And I think he was employed for a while, so now he's just coming out and figuring out his own strategy, his own style. So we'll put him in touch with Riley,
Mm-hmm.
who's an absolute genius when it comes to the videography. So I think they'll get on really well. I think they
I feel like we're like when we meet these people and we connect them together, because Riley's stuff, every time I've looked at his Instagram, I've just said, you are unbelievable.
yeah.
Like his photography, his videography, it's absolutely
Yeah.
great stuff. And he's so focused really well on like the brand stuff. So he does amazing shoots
Mhm.
with, was it like, did was it not a Lambo shoot, but what was the high-end car that he did?
Well, I don't think it was necessarily with the actual company. It was more just working with people who own those cars.
Yeah, but as in like, what was the car? Because it's
Porsche.
a nice Porsche.
Yeah, I went out and did that shoot with him. It was really great to see him, watch him in his element, filming that thing. Filming that shoot was really cool.
Yeah.
It was great.
Thing is, I think anything that you give him, he'll just take his hand to it and he'll
Yeah.
smash it.
Yeah, now he's bringing on his partner Brooke as well, so she'll be able to help do some of the admin stuff that he doesn't like doing. So, which is always good, so he can just focus on the creative side, which will be
But I
sweet for
do
him.
find that when you've got quite the creative mind, being focused on the detail of how does this organisation work generally, they don't usually go hand in hand. They
Sure.
should, but
Yeah, so we'll link James up and Riley. I think they'll have some good conversations.
yeah, I tell you what, we like us, if we ever need some videography and use their skills, oh my god,
Yeah. Well, we need to use them soon for some ads and for some bits and pieces, won't we? So
100%.
great.
Yeah. So already saying, appreciate you guys in advance for the help that you will be providing. Thank you very much. After we had our meeting with James, we then met up with Ron again, and because he's asked us, like, can we run some ads? Can we do something to like build up that funnel? And I think the main thing that we kind of put back over there was, well, who are we talking to? What's the best conversion that we can have? And actually, let's build the foundation first before we jump straight into ads and stuff. Because realistically, if you go direct, like dropshipping, if you start with ads, it's a testing game.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure out. And yeah, if you want to spend the money, you can absolutely pay the money to test it.
It's not. Yeah, it's good to have all those pillars, but realistically, you need to know who are you targeting before you launch ads anyway. So
Yeah.
that's the base thing that he needs to sort out. So that was a good conversation, just going over his marketing strategy and yeah, see what he comes back with.
And that's one of the key things. And I've already said I want to do this free event locally. And I think that the Commonwealth is going to be a really good venue.
Yep.
To do that. And then I think that finding another venue somewhere potentially, obviously he's saying it's going to cost like $500 to put on. My kids, we're not really doing it for the money. So it'll come out of our pocket. And it just depends, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we need to spend that right now. We'll see.
Yeah.
If Fonz, yeah, we'll see. We don't know when we'll put that on, but it's definitely potential. Yeah.
Plan for the week then, essentially finalising our main niches that we're going to go target.
Super exciting.
Oh, so excited.
I'm so excited to figure, like, to be fair, we've not been once we've adjusted this business, we've realistically only adjusted the business model 2 weeks ago, and we potentially got. We've had a meeting with a potential client.
Yeah.
We've closed a few AI receptionists, and now just figuring out our niche. And once we figure out our niche, our next stage is okay. Let's come up with the exact offer, and then rinse and repeat in the different niches. Run some ads, see where the nibbles are, and if let the market do the talking. And once that happens, then we'll just go all in on that niche and just see if there's real nibbles once we actually focus in on it.
Thing is, I'm so excited when we start rolling and bringing in people to work with, because as soon as we can show the value that we can give from our experience, I am absolutely certain we're going to look after that business, and that I'm sure in return they'll look after us.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. Well, we want a scale, and the way we scale is by scaling them. So everyone's a winner.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
I love a win-win in business. For me, business has to be a win-win. I don't ever like it when someone misses out or loses out in that equation.
No, agreed.
Yeah. I think it's really nice to meet other people in the community, because it seems that around here, everyone seems to have good values. If you're in business, people seem to have good values here.
Well, it does. Well, I think just being in a smaller town, generally, you haven't had as much shit in your life. Like in being in a big city, there's more scumbags. There's more percentage of scumbags, or there just is more people that just stitch you up. And being in a small town is just not like that, because there's a lot of word of mouth. So I think businesses are just a little bit more trustworthy here. Like when you bought your car, for them to stitch you up and lie is so detrimental to their business, because it's a small town. There's only one dealership.
Yeah.
But if you're in Calgary or if you're in a big city, there's 100 dealerships, and it just bad reviews just get lost in the noise.
Yeah. Okay.
But here, that's everything.
Well, yeah, I have bought my car. It is nice. It's got all the trimmings and stuff with it. Obviously, they've already said if anything doesn't go so well for any reason, just give them a call. And also, they have looked after me, to be fair, going through that process. So let's see if they're true to their word as the future goes on and what happens. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. How do you feel about it? How's it driving it?
I mean, I'm just happy that you have a car. A car, it drives nice. The heated seats don't work, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, we'll find out next week if that actually this is where I'm saying, let's see if they're true to their word. I'm gonna, because they said if there's any like issues or niggles, just obviously let us know. And I've been like, well, one of the things is when it was at -15, the heat seat didn't work, and I was like, oh no.
Hey, at least the engine still works.
Yeah, at least it drives. That's the main thing.
It does drive nice, actually. Yeah. So we both got some cars out here now, so that's sweet.
Yeah.
Went out to Canmore yesterday, didn't we? Go for a little walk, went and had a look around.
Oh, Canmore is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
But the thing is, I think sometimes, and I say this quite frequently actually, I forget, because we're here and working all the time, and then we go for a walk and I'm like, I forget about this beautiful place.
Yeah.
I'm in heaven right now. It's such a wonderful just environment to be in. It's peaceful. It's nice. It's big. It's safe.
What did you have? Oh, you had a beaver tail, didn't you?
I had my first beaver tail.
Good. So there's a few things that once you come to Canada, there's a few things you try. I guess it's poutine, Tim Hortons, Score. Do they have Score in the UK?
They don't have Score in the UK.
DQ Score. So Adam's such an amateur. He first comes to Canada, and we got one of these ice cream Score things, DQ, and he got a Smarties. We were like, don't get a Smarties one. You need to get a Score one.
Yeah.
I like Smarties.
Because that's how I sound.
Oh, Robbie, I love Smarties. I won't touch Score. And then he got Score, and obviously this is way better.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, fair enough. I eat my words. I was like, no, I'm going to stick with Smarties, is what I know. And then I went and ventured out and had Score. But DQ, they do this really interesting thing where they like, instead of just giving you the DQ, they go like this.
So you actually get a refund if they don't do it. That's part of it.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So that is part of it. It's like, sometimes they say if you don't get a receipt, you get it for free.
Okay.
I think if they don't do the upside down jobby, you get a refund.
Okay, someone's gonna have to fact check this in the comments if they're watching this part. Do you get a refund if they don't do that?
I'm not sure, but yeah,
I mean, that's a great marketing angle. We could do that if we don't fucking.
Because I think it's to prove that it's get the right consistency or something, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Fair play. All right. Well, now you know.
there you go.
Potentially.
But yeah, you had your beaver tail, didn't you?
I had my beaver tail attached. I said to the woman, I've never had a beaver tail. What would you suggest? And then she goes, just the classic. And I was like,
I'm surprised by that.
oh, maybe they just wanted me out the door. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was like how do you describe it? Like a flat donut type thing.
Yeah, I had not eaten one. I don't know.
You've never eaten a beaver tail?
Well, I mean, I've probably had a nibble, but I don't like that stuff. I like savoury stuff and then like sweet stuff. Like
Semi-savoury, had a bit of cinnamon on it.
nah,
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
not for me.
Well, anyway, Canmore, again, I've been a couple times now, and it is super beautiful, and I can't wait to just keep exploring this country.
Mm-hmm.
Like, amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And also, I just want to give a shout out to my sister Steph. She's excited for the podcast. She's super happy to have you watching this.
Excellent.
And last time, actually, in comments, and I just remembered that I mentioned what I said SEO, and she said, "Oh, what is that?" And it's search engine optimization. So that we need to be better at explaining things sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we do need to just do separate episodes from actually like a weekly one and have one where we interview each other so we can actually go through what we each have done and do
Mm-hmm.
so that we can really explain the depths so people go, yep. Because I think it's quite easy when you're in here, you forget that what you do, some other people don't know what that is.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bit of history. Yeah, and a couple of things.
Done a few things, been around town.
Been around a couple of towns.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. That sounds like a good plan. I'll be up for that. And if anyone ever has any questions about what we do, anything that we've said,
Yep.
obviously drop it in the comments or pop one of us a message, and we'll be super happy to answer it.
And I think you're meant to say like and subscribe, aren't you? Like and subscribe and comment underneath. Just such a natural podcast host.
Yeah, okay.
So natural, aren't I?
Yeah, you are, mate. You're getting better. It's so funny, isn't it, that you were so uncomfortable at first, and now you're just oh, this is comfortable for me. I'm Mr. Natural.
I'm going to do the next one in my underpants.
Oh, great. Okay. Hold you to that.
No, I'm not.
Well, mate, here's to another good week coming up.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go. Let's do it.